A sugar recipe calls for 3 1/4 cups of flour. A chocolate chip cookie recipe calls for 2 3/8 cups of flour. How many more cups of flour does the sugar cookie recipe need than the chocolate chip cookie recipe? So I'm trying to see how much more flour does the sugar cookie recipe need than the chocolate chip cookie recipe. So I know I have to subtract. But I can't subtract these mixed numbers right away because they have different denominators. See, 3 1/4, the denominator is 4. And in the chocolate chip cookie one, 2 3/8, the denominator is 8. So I have to find like denominators. So I'm going to set up my skeleton again. I have 3 1/4 minus 2 3/8. And what I'm going to do now is I have to find the multiples of 4 and 8. So what do they both share? So 4 is 4, 8, 12, 16, and 8 is 8, 16, and I'm stopping there. I'm going to go and I'm going to circle 8 because they both share 8. I know that they both share 16, but you want to do the first one that you see usually. You can still do 16, but you might have to simplify. And I'm going to write 8 as the denominator for both of them. Now I just have to figure out, all right, 4 times what is 8? Well, I know that. 1, 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Remember, whatever you multiply in the denominator of this fraction, you also have to multiply in the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2. I have to do the same thing down here with this fraction. 8 times 1 is 8. Whatever I multiply in the denominator, I also have to multiply in the numerator. 3 times 1 is 3. Great, perfect. Now I'm ready to subtract. 2/8 minus 3/8. Hold up. If I have 2, I can't take 3 away. So that means I'm going to have to go and take a whole from this 3 wholes. So I'm going to go next door and I'm going to take from it. And I'm going to go, all right, I'm going to take a whole from you. So this 3 will become a 2, just like regular borrowing. But instead of adding like a 10 here, I have to add a whole. So I'm going to make it easy on myself, and I'm going to add 8/8. That is a whole, because I have the 8 divided by 8 is 1. I'm not going to add like 4/4 or 5/5 or 6/6, because I want to be able to add up these denominators. They're the same now. So, let's see. I'm going to go 2/8 plus 8/8. And I know that that's going to be 10/8. Can I now subtract 10/8 minus 3/8? Yes, I can. 10/8 minus 3/8 is 7/8. Don't forget your wholes either. 2 minus 2 is 0. So, how many more cups of flour does the sugar cookie recipe need than the chocolate chip cookie recipe? 7/8 cups of flour.